What is up, everybody? Welcome to week 14 of the StatShark Sports Show. I'm your host, Sport Report MD. Can you smell it? It is almost playoff time. We just have a few short weeks left until then. Last week we looked at 5 quarterbacks. This week we're going to the opposite end of the ball, and we're going to look at 5 wide receivers. So without further ado, let's get into this week's picks. The first receiver we're looking at this week is Deebo Samuel. Our projection system has him going for 59 yards this week. The line is set at 50.5, so on that we are taking the over. Deebo has cleared this line in 7 of 10 games this season. He does have 2 games though where he has not caught a pass, so in actuality, as long as he's catching a ball, he has cleared that line in 7 of 8 games, which for him, that makes this line fairly easy, being the big play kind of guy that he is. So that is why we are taking the over. The second receiver we're looking at this week is DJ Moore of the Bears. Our proprietary projections show him going for 56 yards. The line this week is set at 68.5, so on that we are taking the under. Moore had such a huge start to this season, seemed like he could be one of the top receivers in the league, and then he hit a few weeks of mediocrity as this Bears offense has really struggled to find an identity week in and week out. He did go for almost 100 yards a couple weeks ago against the Lions, who they do play this week. However, as they have struggled, he has only hit this line 5 of 12 times this year, so that is why we are taking the under. The third receiver we're looking at this week is Puka Nacua of the Rams. Our projection system has him going for 70 yards. The line this week is set at 56.5, so on that we are taking the over. Nacua has actually filled in very nicely for the Rams as Cooper Kupp has struggled to regain some of his consistency from his injury, and that has led to Nacua already clearing 1,000 yards this season. He has cleared this line in 8 of 12 games this year, and in those, he has actually cleared 70 yards in every game he has gotten 5 catches. As long as he's getting 5 catches, which has been a fairly easy thing for him to do, he's going to get those yards, and that is why we are taking the over. Our fourth receiver this week is DK Metcalf of the Seahawks. Our projection system has him at 72 yards. His line is set at 60.5 this week, so on that we are taking the over. He has cleared this line in 7 of 11 games this year, and in those 7 games that he has done it, all of those have had 4 catches or more, so that has been his magic number. This week they are playing their division rival, the 49ers. In a rivalry game, you always try to step it up a little bit. You want to beat the other team, especially when that team is leading the division like the 49ers are. A receiver of his size and skill, 4 catches shouldn't be that hard to get to. That is why we are taking the over. And last, but certainly not least, we have Gabe Davis of the Buffalo Bills. Our projection system has him at 58 yards. The line this week is set at 39.5, so on that we are taking the over. The Bills have looked rather lackluster, for a lack of better words, this season as they are 6-6, and that has led to Gabe Davis really struggling to find a consistent role in the offense. But they do play the Chiefs this week, which seems to elevate his game. In the last 2 games that he has played against the Chiefs, he has 11 catches, 275 yards, and 5 touchdowns. If he looks to continue that streak, the 39.5 seems like a super easy line for him, and that is why we are taking that over. And that is going to do it for week 14 of the StatShark Sports Show. Thank you all for joining us. If you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. We put this out each week for you. You can also find us on other forms of social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Also, if you have a Discord, you can subscribe there for $8.49 a month. You get access to all of our player props, premium picks, and daily fantasy sports analytics to help you bet with more bite. I'm your host, Sport Report MD. Until next time, have a good one.